Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Chaos breaking out at the Democratic Convention. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. As you may know, the Democratic platform omitted the word God and did not state that the city of Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. That has caused much fear and loathing, and earlier today, under immense pressure, the Democratic leadership decided to reverse itself and attempted to get on the right side of God and Jerusalem. The convention chair is Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, who almost had to beg the delegates to stop the madness and bow to God.
All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the... Let me do that again. All of those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. I guess.
You've got a rule, and then you've got to let them do what they're going to do. Rules.
I'll do that one more time. All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 have voted in the affirmative. The motion is adopted, and the platform has been amended as shown on the screen. Thank you very much.
Ooh. So it's obvious some Democrats still do not want any reference to God or Jerusalem, and so question the party has become extremely secular, dominated by uber liberals. Now, the performance today, the importance of it, is that it shows America that the Democratic Party is not unified. There are moderate Democrats, and there are far-left loons, and the loons have a lot of power. I mean, think about it. Sandra Fluck wants us to pay for her birth control, and not only that, she now wants us to pay for transgendered medical treatment. That means if Harry wants to become Sally, Fluck wants us to pay for it. And she is a featured speaker at the Democratic Convention, not someone mumbling on a corner. President Obama should be embarrassed. That was embarrassing, right? You just saw it. But I don't think he is. I think it's just business as usual. It goes back to his Chicago days with our pal Reverend Wright and Bill Ayers. Well, I don't think the president's a loon. He certainly doesn't mind crazy folks around him. On the plus side for the Democrats, Michelle Obama's speech was a good one, and Bill Clinton will tee it up later this evening. Party's not dead, but it is confused. It's hard to see how independent voters are going to be swayed by what's going on in Charlotte. And that's the memo. Now for the top story tonight. Dick Morris, close opening of Congressman Hoyer's speech, but now we want to continue with our factor analysis. So let's bring in our pal, Dr. Marc Lamont Hill, who teaches at Columbia University here in New York City. Now, I wanted you on tonight not to be partisan and do this.
I'm never partisan, so that works out.
Of course you are. But that's boring, okay? That's boring. I want you to react to two sound bites that I feel are extraordinary, two things that happened at the convention this week. The first one is Bret Baier interviewing Senator Dick Durbin from Illinois about the God deal. Roll the tape.
God out of the platform. Why do that?
Well, I could just basically tell you, if the narrative that is being presented on your station and through your channel and your network is that the Democrats are godless people, they ought to know better. God is not a franchise of the Republican Party.
No.
Those of us who believe in God and those of us who have dedicated our lives to helping others in the name of God don't want to take a second seat to anyone who is suggesting that one word out of the platform means that the Democrats across America are godless.
No. I'm just asking the question, why was the word taken out?
I'm just telling you, you are carping on a trifle. We know that both parties are devoted to this country. Both parties are God-fearing parties. Let's get on with the agenda about creating jobs in America, about justice in this country.
So apparently the senator did not want to answer the question about why the word was taken out. Oh, no, when you see
That was awesome, Bill. Come on, that was awesome. I have never seen a more masterful attempt at not answering the question.
To dodge the question. But I don't know why they do that. I mean, you can attack Fox News. Sure, it's red meat for your people. He's a liberal senator from Illinois. But Baier is a respectful interviewer. He's not like me. He's not a wise guy. I mean, he's a good guy. Look, I'm just curious. As a reporter, why would you take it out? And the man won't answer the question. What is that?
I think he didn't have an answer. I think he actually did not have an answer prepared. That
what would you be? If you were Durbin? Because you're a truth teller from your point of view. And Bear said, "Why did they take it out?" You would have said.
I would have said because we don't want to alienate people. This is not a religious argument. We don't have to use the word God to talk about morality or ethics or what people are entitled to.
But if 81% of Americans believe in God, you would be alienating 19?
Yeah, we believe in not having a disgruntled or disenfranchised or marginalized minority group. Just because 19% of the people believe something doesn't mean they're not entitled to be respected.
So you believe that they took the word God out not to offend the atheists?
Well, not to offend people who don't need God language in there, not just atheists. There are people, for example, you and I may have a dispute about rights, and you may say they're natural rights, I may say they're God-given rights.
And that may be true, I don't know, but if you do go along with that thinking, then Barack Obama offends 81% of the voting public. Which,
How so?
Well, because people are a little put off by a secular platform that just ignores Judeo-Christian tradition.
I don't think it's a secular platform. I think you can attach to it your own religious traditions and values without using God language. Personally, would I have taken it out? No, but I wasn't offended by it, and I believe in God. I wasn't offended by it, though.
Okay. You wouldn't have put it back, right?
No, and that's what ticked me off. I feel like the Democratic Party keeps caving. They are cowards.
No, you would teed off, they put it back.
Yeah.
You would have been one of those guys booing.
Yeah.
Via Rugosa.
I'd been jumping up and down, doing the wave, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stick by your principles.
That's why we like you, Hill, because you're honest. You tell the truth from your point of view.
From the correct point of view, yeah.
All right, here's another really good one. This is about Jerusalem. And listen, look at this is CBS. Charlie Rose grilling Senator Schumer about Jerusalem. Go.
Democrats have always been for Jerusalem being the unified capital of Israel. I'm one of the leading Democrats on Middle East policy. That's been my position for a long time. So this is a tempest in a teapot. The overwhelming Democratic position is just that.
And what's the president's position?
Not the party platform, no.
Well,
what's the president's position?
It's not in the party platform. I don't know why it's in or not in.
What's the president's position?
Well, the president has been for a very, very strong Israel, and
but what's the president's position on Jerusalem as a capital?
I don't know if he's ever spoken on that.
Don't you?
No, I don't.
Yes, he does. He knows. So
I take him at his word. I took him at his word.
The what? Schumer doesn't know the president's position on whether Israel should be the capital?
Absolutely.
Jerusalem should be the capital?
I think people are so scared of gotcha politics that they'd rather say, I don't know, than to wager a guess.
Okay, but Chuck Schumer is the leading Democrat in the Middle East. Yeah. And he doesn't know his own leader's position on Jerusalem? Doesn't it strike you as a little bit weird?
No, actually it doesn't. I think they're judging from what I've seen in the Senate from both sides.
No, but he's the leading Democrat
I get that.
advocate.
If he said he didn't know the president's position on Israel, I would call BS. But to say he doesn't know on this particular issue of Jerusalem being the capital, I think that's a nuanced issue, and I think he may just not know the answer. But the answer is the president thinks Jerusalem should be the capital of Israel.
How do you know?
Because later on they said they're putting the language back in to reflect the president's position.
Okay.
So I take them on their word again.
You believe that what I said before to Dick Morris, that Barack Obama ordered God and Jerusalem put back into the platform.
Yeah, and I don't think he ever wanted it out. I don't think the president necessarily wanted it out. And you in your talking points talked about a fringe element in the party sort of dominating things. And you said the president wasn't in that fringe. I agree with you.
So, but I also don't what does it say about leadership, though, if a fringe element has that much power to shape a party platform?
I'm sorry, are we talking about the Tea Party now?
No. You sit down.
I get confused
because what you guys always do. when I get you in a corner and make a point that's very hard to refute, you go to the Tea Party.
No, that's not what I'm doing. You are feigning surprise and indignation as if you can't imagine a major party being dominated by the fringe.
What does it say about the leader of the Democratic Party and the leader of the United States, Barack Obama, that he and his guys allow fringe people, you just described them that way, to put forth a party platform? What does it say?
Well, first of all, I don't think that the people putting forth those two particular issues are necessarily fringe.
You just said they were.
Actually, I was quoting your language from the talking points. But once again, I think it's an important position to take. I think it's a vital position. I think there's a conversation in the party.
Do you think
I don't think
Jerusalem...
Hold on, but when you hear those boos in the crowd... They sounded pretty mixed. It didn't sound fringe. It sounded like 49-51. It didn't sound like 60.
If Barack Obama has to order the party platform to be reformed right in the middle of the convention, you got a problem.
You do have a problem. You do have a problem. This is something that should have been resolved before they got there.
But let me ask you about Jerusalem now. Cynics might say that because Florida has 4% Jewish voters who went primarily for Barack Obama last time around, he's doing this because they don't want to lose Florida. And you say?
I say he's doing it because that's what he believes. The president has never wavered on his stance on Israel. The president
But
has never
Schumer didn't know what he believed.
But that's a reflection of Schumer's idiocy, not Obama's stance on Israel.
You may be right, but I'm seeing.
You give these guys way too much credit.
What I said in the talking points memo is it's not a unified party. It's all over the place.
Oh, the party is unified. Part of what a unified party has is still competing voices inside of it, and we come to an ultimate resolution.
Nobody knows what anybody's doing.
No, that's not true. And that's why I jumped to the Tea Party, because I think if you look at both major parties, they both have dissenting voices. They both have people on the edge. It is a good thing. Right. But when it comes from the right, we say, oh, look, we have a robust debate going. Right. When it comes from the left, you say, oh, my God, they're disorganized.
I think that part of the problem of Barack Obama's entire administration is that it's a little bit disorganized, and you're seeing that.
I disagree. 4 years ago, Bill, at the convention, I predicted an Obama victory. I'm predicting another one. Would you like to disagree again?
Well, I'll get as we get closer. But you know, there's one guy in America that is better off now than 4 years ago.
Who would that be?
You, because you're on this program. All right, Dr. Hill. When we come right back, we'll go to our reporters on the floor at the Democrat.